Now, we went to see American. Oh, let's look at what everybody said.
Okay.
Emerald says, hey, ladies, I don't get upset with truth is the truth. Both presidents have their success and failures. Some of the best doctors I've ever had were female. When it comes to people's food, if they have pets, I usually pass. You right. People let their pets just eat on everything and their hair, all that stuff. And Big Bertha could be washing her greens in the washing machine.
That's right.
I saw that too.
That's right.
Emerald says, Kamala truly has faded into the background. I really expected more from her.
I did too. And she really let me down.
All right.
I'm sorry. I just wanted more.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Now, we went to see American
We're trying
Fiction.
to see as many pictures as we can that are nominated or the actors that are nominated.
I will tell you this.
Wow.
Before we even get into the review of the movie.
Very good movie.
Unless somebody shows me different, Jeffrey Wright will win the Academy Award. Jeffrey Wright.
But we didn't see the other movies.
Well,
in all fairness.
Jeffrey Wright, this movie would have fallen flat on his face if he was not a good actor.
Oh.
This movie had to have a Jeffrey Wright. You could not phone in your acting ability on this movie.
Okay.
He had to act sympathetic.
Yeah.
He had to act haughty.
Different
he had
emotions.
to act nervous. Mm-hmm. He had to act ghetto. He had to act
scared.
He had to act scared.
Angry.
He was angry. He was funny.
All the emotions.
There is no, unless you tell me out of who are the other ones, and I haven't seen the movie, if they didn't come with 16 different acting characteristics in one guy, he was robbed if he don't get best actor in this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, number 2, with the supporting cast. Look at me.
Okay.
This was an actor's movie.
Yeah.
Not one person in this movie could have been a dud.
Thank you.
Not one person.
Every actor in this movie played their part.
Not one person could have phoned that in. Not one character.
From Jeffrey Wright's character being the main.
All the way down.
His mom, his siblings, the person to help in the home.
Everybody.
Her husband.
The security officer.
Yes.
That was not
the publisher guy. The other people he spoke to about his book.
Even the extras in the office.
Yes.
Everybody had to bring their A game.
And they did.
And whoever that director is was excellent for making them do that.
Yes. Okay.
Nobody folding it in.
This is
Nobody.
how a movie should be.
This is what
directed
a movie
and the actors in it.
Now, when I said, because I know you're not in this field, I am. When I said that the director of The Color Purple didn't demand that from his actors, now do you understand what I'm talking about? Demand the best they can bring when they come in front of that camera.
But the only thing that I kind of hesitant to say, he worked with what he had. I honestly don't think that Taraji is a very, very strong singer.
Oh, you said
he worked with what he had. Good actress, whereas Fantasia is a strong singer and weak on the acting.
So why would you tone down her singing? You just proved my point.
I don't know.
That's not a good director. I'm sorry.
When they casted these people together, that should have been already the beginning of what the plan was.
But as a director, I would have demanded, because her acting was not strong, I would have demanded that you at least keep her singing, because people would have walked away saying, that was good.
Like they did with Dreamgirls with Jennifer Hudson.
Because she's not a strong actress. Mm-hmm. But people walked away saying, when she did I Am Telling You.
Now, who sat down with, somebody had to have sat down with Diana Ross when she did The Wiz.
Yeah.
Because that pulled out, we all know how Diana sings.
Yeah.
Real soft.
They told you got to come strong.
She came strong in The Wiz.
Yeah.
So maybe you're saying that they should have done to Taraji and all the actors together like they did with Diana Ross in The Wiz.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, American Fiction.
Yes.
We talked about the actors. All of them were good. I can't even separate them. The only one that I'm separating is Jeffrey Wright, who hands down gets the Oscars. If Jeffrey Wright doesn't get an Oscar, the Oscars. We already know the Oscars
But I
is fake.
told you, in fairness, we have not seen the other
I don't
movies.
have to see the other ones unless they did 16 characters and one guy. They don't win.
I'm just saying, it's all fairness.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. Now,
because I'm trying to get my if I want to go see Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Oppenheimer.
And that guy plays the same person in every movie.
Yeah.
He's not getting. Who's the best actor nominees? We're gonna end this once and for all.
Well, is Jeffrey Wright the main, or is he the? He has to be the main character, right?
He's the main character.
And main actors. Okay. Who is he going against?
Because if you're talking about Oppenheimer, no, sorry, he's not getting it.
Okay.
The Oppenheimer guy.
I'm saying they made movie wise, not so much acting.
Okay. You know what? Okay, American Fiction was nominated for Best Movie.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
But what about the?
I mean, all the other ones I don't know.
Jeffrey
I didn't
Wright in there. Though.
Yeah, I don't
nominated too as a.
Yeah, Best Actress. None of them were voted on as Best Actress, and I agree with that.
Yeah,
he
was the strongest one in there.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Best Actor. Paul Giamatti in Holdovers. He plays that was the same personality he plays.
Okay.
He was good, but he's always good.
Uh-huh.
Bradley Cooper in Maestro. No, sorry. Coleman Domingo. Now you saw Rustin. Rustin, Coleman Domingo, or Jeffrey Wright.
Oh, they both played good parts. And Jeffrey was in Rustin. He played this congressman.
All right.
A totally different character. Oh, that's a hard one.
See, I didn't see Rustin.
Well, here's the thing.
I didn't see Rustin.
One of them black men need to walk away.
But was
with the best actor?
Was he better than Did Rustin play 20 characters like Jeffrey Wright did?
No.
Then Jeffrey Wright wins.
Rustin did different. He did different emotions.
All right.
But yeah, maybe Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright. For my mom does a beat 'em up, bang bang type of movie.
She even liked this.
She liked this movie. I said, Mike, did you get it? You okay, girl? Yeah.
She laughed when she. This is how you know you laugh when you're supposed to laugh. The audience laughs. He's just a good. He's such a good darn actor.
But you know what?
I love people that are so good.
I was telling my sister, I said the white people in the audience, some of them were quiet.
Yeah, some of the parts.
Some of them, not all of them.
Talking, yeah.
Some of them were kind of quiet because there were comments that were made, or the storyline was kind of hinting to them and how a lot of them probably feel.
And then the guy who Oppenheimer, no.
Okay.
Now, I would agree with you. Between Jeffrey Wright and Coleman Domingo, I didn't see Rustin. Mm-hmm. But unless Coleman Domingo played 16 characters, it's Jeffrey Wright.
You keep saying the 16 characters. That's what you're building this off of. Because we saw all these emotions with Jeffrey Wright in the American Fiction.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So,
I saw another side of his acting. Like I told you, I'm laughing because the first movie that came to me was the Shaft. When he played the brother.
Oh, Jeffrey Wright. And he played Negro in this.
Yes.
I love him. He's so good.
He's a good
actor.
He
can play a street gang banger, like in American Fiction, a hood guy from the jail, the prison system, and then he could turn around and play a guy who went to Harvard.
Yes.
He's so freaking good.
But get to the...
All right.
Because we're going to be...
I don't want to tell...
We're only talking about these two things. You know
I don't want to tell the story because some people haven't seen it. So I'm just... I'm doing general.
This movie been out for how long
No, but I'm being general. Because some people are going to go see it because it's nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give out the plot. See?
Okay.
I'm just talking umbrella.
A general.
Yeah,
okay.
of what we think about the movie.
Okay.
So I felt the movie was good. I felt the movie tackled a lot of issues that Black people have
two sides.
Internally.
And two areas of how we think.
How ghetto sales, just like in the music industry, gang banging, hustling, women talking about shaking their butt.
That sells.
People sell.
Reality TV.
But if you got a rapper on the side who she's talking about consciousness and about bringing yourself up and being a woman,
yourself.
Ain't nobody playing that.
That's boring. Ooh.
So, but
Can we use the?
But-
can I use the example of the one example they did put it in the movie?
which one?
With the drink alcohol, the Jack Daniels.
Yeah, go ahead. That don't tell the movie.
One of the things that the
Movie.
his publisher was sharing with him is
He's a book writer, just so you know.
and then,
In this movie, American Fiction, Jeffrey Wright is an author.
mhm,
And he writes books. This is
Mhm.
not telling the plot. I mean, this is telling the plot.
mhm,
He writes books.
Mhm.
He happens to be African American,
mhm.
but his books have nothing to do with the African American experience or anything. He could be anybody. If you didn't see a picture of him, you wouldn't know who he was. He's just an author. His books are not selling.
Mhm.
But East Issa has a book that's ghetto. It's
Where you
everywhere.
be going, Mama? Shoot. I tell you that, Mama. What's
And
going on with you?
every white book publishing
They
company,
love it.
every film producer, everybody wants to love Issa because it's real.
Get on
She
it.
shows what the real
Storyline.
black experience is.
Inner city.
And he's like, but I'm black. And they like, you don't matter. She's showing what's going on.
But you know what? It reminds me of the whole thing with Bill Cosby.
Yes. When he
and
first
Eddie
came out
Murphy
with
and
that.
Richard Pryor.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the Cosby Show. But go
No,
ahead.
no, I'm saying as far as them
Oh,
using all
yes.
that profanity. You don't have to
Yes.
do all that profanity to do a big comedy. You can stay clean and be whatever. And then I think Eddie Murphy was complaining that Bill came at him and said that.
But the reason why I like this movie is because you can have that message and that dialogue, a true dialogue, is revealing a certain part of who we are wrong. It's not. I think what they were trying to say, that can't be all we see.
Yeah.
It can't be all
It's like
Marquita, Shaquana.
Like in the Chitlins
it
era,
can't.
in beginnings of our journey into the whole thing of acting and art, the arts.
Right.
We want to show all sides.
But
of how
we're not going
we
to tell
are.
the end of the movie. And this pretty much isn't telling the end of the movie.
No.
The thing I liked about the movie, it doesn't tell you how to walk away and think. You have to come up with that answer. Whose fault is it? Is it white people's fault for pushing that agenda? The producers, the
Telling
directors,
that narrative.
Hollywood, the
Yeah.
publishing companies? Or is it black people because we keep buying into it? And if we keep buying into it, they're going to give you what you go see. He kept mentioning Tyler Perry throughout the whole movie.
Tyler Perry.
I knew that was a dig.
The thing that it kind of puts you on that whole discussion, that journey about Spike Lee's opinion on Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Playing the dress and the mom, Madea thing. Madea made this man a millionaire.
And it's the same. It kind of...
But it takes what his mom and his aunts and his grandmothers, he putting all of that in that one character.
Yes.
But yet Spike Lee is like, ooh.
But it also addresses kind of what Cat Williams was kind of saying. Because it seemed like Cat Williams was putting all of the onus on the artist.
Mm.
And it's like, is it really the artist? Or is it that's what people want to see? I got bills I got to pay. I got things I got to take
And
care
you
of.
and I had a difference of opinion on
Yes.
that. Yeah.
So I love
Like
this
is
movie.
the industry pressuring them?
Or are you doing it
Are
because you
doing
like it?
Like the Wayans brothers is saying, we chose to do white chicks.
Exactly.
But
And how much of that is in you?
yeah.
Because he was the writer.
Yeah.
If you're writing that dialogue,
yes.
how much of that is in you? And he was easy able to play gangbanger, jail guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he emulating what he's seen? What a jail guy can be?
Uh-huh.
Or is that in him?
Is this a life story, a documentary that he's putting out in the book?
Very good
form?
movie. Very good
But
movie.
one thing I wanted to say before you move on, they used the example of Jack Daniels. And I didn't know this. Jack Daniels has
Was
four
it Jack
different...
Daniels?
I think it was... Well, if I'm saying Jack
Yeah,
Daniels,
it might be
could
another.
It may be another liquor.
It's another liquor.
But it's a liquor that has four different brands, four different types. They got their cheap, brand that people can afford.
The bootleg type
the bootleg
of stuff.
and the hood. I just want to get, you know,
the kind of stuff you could probably buy
in the grocery store. He
store.
went to each grade up into that top bottle that's expensive, and you really don't have the money. It's a very certain audience that can buy that particular high end one, and he used that as an example of
you can be one person, one company, one entity, but there can be many sides to you.
Yeah, and we see that with Tyler Perry
too. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't beat up on Tyler Perry.
Yes,
because he's given us those movies with Cicely Tyson and all of that, and he gives us Madea.
Hey.
But I got some bills I got to pay. And if Madea puts booties in the seats, I put Madea out.
Thank you. I'll put that dress on and that wig.
But if you do that, is it ever going to change? Because you're buying. See, I love the movie, but it's a good dialogue for us to have.
But the question did come to him.
What comes first, the chicken or the egg?
But the question did come to him is, what does he want? Is that what people feel about him and what he's putting out there?
What do you want?
Because Tyler made the decision. I have bigger dreams.
Exactly.
And I need the finances to do it.
What is the message, the ultimate message that you as an artist want to put out? And I think that is the final answer.
But I could debate
when we walk away.
But I part of me disagree with that as far as the message.
Why?
What is the goal? What is that person's mission?
That's true.
Because Tyler has always thought about having his own studio.
You're right.
Now, how I get to that studio is Madea and Bruh and
it's
sisters.
different, and it's not the same for every artist.
Thank you. The journey.
Each artist is different.
Right.
So if this movie is an actor's movie,
yes,
I can see why actors chose it as best movie nomination.
Yeah,
I can see why they made him what's his name? Sterling.
Sterling.
What is the assistant? Not assistant. Backup actor. Whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I can't think. Supporting actor. My mind can't think.
Okay.
He's nominated. Supporting actor, yeah.
Okay.
And I can see why. Because this is definitely an actor's movie.
It is. It from the thing about writing, and a book becomes a movie, and how people think about us, how people portray us. What's people's what is the word I'm saying? How they view us, their opinion on us.
Yes.
You as an actor, you as whatever. It covers all.
It covers
of that.
everything. It covers how we see ourselves as Black people. It covers classism.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a Black person and you're successful, and you have success and you're a doctor, and you have, everyone in your family is successful. Your father was a doctor, and you've never had hood. That's not even in your around you. So you get upset because you feel like white people think every Black person has a hood experience.
Thank you.
Every Black person doesn't have
every
a hood
Black
experience.
person can dance, and Oprah said, "I don't have the rhythm." Every Black person don't have rhythm, so it's like the stereotype.
And assume that every Black father is not in the house, but if he is in the house, is he present?
Yeah.
It's very, very good movie.
So
very good movie.
I want to see what's her name's movie too.
Who?
What's her name? She's
I know. Ada.
Yeah. Her. Yeah. Okay.
Are we going to see that Jesus movie?
It's not in this area.
The Book of Clarence.
It's not in here. This area.
It went and left.
In fact, Friday is the last day.
It came and left.
Friday.
It came and left. Where is it?
It's at our theater.
Friday
is the last day.
So we might have to go see that, y'all.
Yeah.
The Book of Clarence came and left. Wendy says, "Hey, ladies." She said, "Step and fetch it." Yeah, that's what he did. He did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Christopher says, "Hello, all." Wendy says, "Hattie said, I'd rather play a maid than be one." Even though I don't agree with that. But I understand what she's saying. Because there's nothing wrong with being a maid. And some people feel like being an actress is less important. My grandmother was a maid and the white kids that she raised. What, Mom?
They call my mother grandma.
Yeah, they called my mother's
she raised
mother
another family.
Yeah, grandma.
Yeah.
Helped her get her house and everything.
So
in my opinion, sometimes being a maid, even in this movie, that their maid, in my opinion, is more important than an actress. An actress to me is, what are you worth?
I get
versus somebody helping raise somebody's kids and take care of their mom.
And I think too, a lot of times people like Hattie,
yeah,
they can you have to be careful.
Don't be haughty.
Yeah, be very, very humble.
So she should have never said that.
And
publicly.
think about it. At that time, majority of Black women and women of color were the help.
And even saying it for money, Wendy, you said she was speaking of money. She should have never said that publicly.
Yeah, don't say that. Now, especially when a lot of our women are the help.
When a lot of people at that time, that was the only job a lot of Black women could get.
I'd rather play one than be one.
No.
How that sound?
And don't assume because you made money that you better off than some people that were made. Some maids got houses.
Yes.
Got land. So don't assume because you was an actress, you made more money.
We have someone that we know who the owner, the person they was helping and raised the kids and whatever, willed the money to them when they
left
died.
them everything.
Left them the home and the money.
Yes, and
because they were part of the family.
Yes.
So don't talk about no maid, Hattie.
Talk about, but I understand what she's saying.
I see what she's saying.
I get what she's saying.
The spirit
but the same way I said about Candace Owens saying anything out of her mouth, you can't just say anything.
Yeah.
Because people look at you if you are somebody who's Black and you say something. Other Black people look at what you're saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Wendy said she was being attacked by the NAACP. Yeah, because she was playing that.
I'd rather play a maid than be one.
My answer to that wouldn't have been I'd rather play one than be one. I would have said, you know what? I play the parts that mean something to me. I would have just
there are so many people that there's so many women that are in that role.
Right.
It feels a little different to get paid for it. I don't even know how she could have said
that. And you
that.
said she tried to defend herself, being the help also helped break stereotypes. That's what Emerald said. I agree. But you said she was trying to defend herself. By defending herself, we don't talk about Hattie. You notice that?
Yeah.
We don't talk about her.
She's forgotten.
Nobody talks about her.
They talk about Cicely
Tyson. They talk about other Black actresses that we felt were positive role models. And even if you played a negative type of character, your life in real life is what people look at. They look at like Harry Belafonte or somebody. They look at what you did. Was you part of the movement?
Yeah.
Did you support
Martin Luther King? NAACP member?
Yeah, was she a member of the NAACP? Yes. So if you're not a member of nothing and you're not really doing nothing, that Black people don't see you doing nothing, and the only time I see you is when you on the movie talking about I love you, Mr. Charlie. Then Black people gonna be like. And then when you win the award, I would like to thank the Academy for well, God darn it, why I didn't hear that from you? All I hear from you is I love. So then that's why she probably got hit. You know?
It's not like that.
I love you. Now what if we did that, y'all? Wendy. I love Wendy.
If we start doing that on the show.
What if I did that, Wendy? I love Lenore. Hey, y'all. What y'all gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna get on down there. We gonna get on up and do this.
Tim Scott.
Yeah, I just love me some Trump. Trump. And then, Wendy, you have our phone number. I get on the phone with you. Yeah, Wendy, so what do you think about
That's my office voice. That's my professional voice. Where's you going when you...
Right.
Go ahead.
So you said she did the best she could.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I get it, though.
Like I said, I understand.
If you haven't seen the movie, go see it.
I don't excuse her, but she did what she needed to do at that time.
She had to put her foot in her mouth.
Yeah, I just don't like that. I don't like that.
Go ahead.
That and this movie touches on that.
Yeah.
This movie touches on that.
Yeah, two different artists coming
or
at each
just
other.
the things that you say.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that. I love it. That's why I like this movie.
Go ahead.
Because it brings this dialogue. And somebody might say that. Well, Hattie said, I'd rather play a maid than be one. And then this movie would address
I'm sure a lot of actors feel that way. I'd rather play a pimp than be a pimp. Of course. Of course. Gosh. Go ahead.
But the difference is a pimp is not a good job.
I know.
That's like saying
That's a bad analogy.
That's like saying I'd rather play a bus driver than be one. Then all the guys that are bus drivers, what are they thinking?
Like,
I might as well take my blue shirt off.
Like Ebony, what's her name?
I don't want to
date a bus driver unless he owns the company.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
She got tore up for that too.
Hattie's getting tore up the way Ebony got tore up recently in 2023.
Oh, that's funny.
Ebony said, "I'd rather date the guy who owns the bus company than a bus driver."
A bus driver. That's beneath me.
Right. So that sparked controversy.
Sure did.
So Hattie gets controversy too. She don't get a pass because she was back in 1800s.
I don't think she wasn't that old. 1800s.
Everybody's getting the smoke. She's no different than Ebony who got the smoke. Okay. Why should she change? Because she was back in the early 1700s.
So what show?
Okay.
Well, we don't have much time. So what you want to do?